back into the action with Espada versus forZe this time around on Dust2, the home pick of Espada. Let's see if they can bring it back and tie it up and take us into a third mapper.
Yeah, you mentioned that Virtus Pro K23 game. They're actually a map ahead of us because of the issues that were occurring during that previous map of some of the forZe players having a few internet connectivity issues. But hopefully everything's all right now. We can roll our way through the rest of this series and see if Espada takes us to a third. For now, look at Z-Power already up through mid, and well, probably shouldn't have. His team has quickly taken his head off. An opening kill goes the way of Espada.
No dual Berettas this time around. What Patsy has decided against it. Gone for the Kevlar instead. That worked out fine. Beautiful couple of entries towards the A-bomb side here from Patsy. Nice double. Dima with a double of his own. It's going to be all on Almacer, and obviously absolutely nothing left for him to do in a 1-on-5 situation in the pistol round. Doesn't have a kit either. Best thing for him to do is hold on to the Kevlar here.
Yeah, certainly, because it's the Kevlar's untouched, so it has 100 little points on it still, which means it can upgrade to head armor for only $350. So there's definitely a lot of savings there. God, look at the odds.
That's
forZe
rough
heavy favorites. Yeah, but hopefully Espada can try and even those out a little bit in this map. Certainly, the pistol round going their way is a nice look. But yeah, Alma's will be able to have himself some head armor for only $350, which will be nice.
Again, it makes pretty good sense with the odds here. As I pointed out, sure, Espada, they have a 100% win rate on this map, but they don't play the same level of opponents that we see from forZe. So forZe, they've actually had very big victories against teams like Mad Lions, who are pretty good, Hellraiser's pretty good, North, like one of the best teams in the world currently. forZe actually took them 16-12 on this map, so forZe are not bad on this map either. They've had a couple of blunders, they've had a couple of big losses as well, where Espada in the last 3 months, they haven't lost a single time, but they've gone to overtime against teams like Galaxy Racer and Galaxy Racer. And then Apex was 30 rounds, so 16-15 to Espada in that one. Patsy again opening up nicely here towards the A-bomb side.
Yeah, it's a few pistols for forZe, a scout for Z-Power. There's a big gap in that smoke. Espada are gonna have to re-smoke that, and they do. So an extra smoke being used here, that's going to be one they don't have for the post plan. And Almazer is going to make use of this sort of delayed push to get the kill on the path. He's very with one on the team there. But the kill is found already for the forZe side, and they're continuing to do damage as they have themselves a 2-on-2. Just Flit and Z-Power remain for forZe. But it's rifles for Espada that should be able to close this one down. Sotfik's going to get that bomb planted. You'll have Dima working his way through long, ensuring that there's not going to be a flank from these forZe players, but both of them will be working their way through the CT spawn. Maybe a boost up here towards Elevator, but Sotvik still on the site towards that goose position. His teammate's going to take contact, and we'll take down Flit. That leaves just Z-Power on his own. He's going for it. He's trying it. I mean, he tried.
I like the play here from Sotvik. He realizes, so they heard when they were crossing over, Z-Power was trying to land some shots through the smoke with that scout. They hear the scout is in middle, so they know that, okay, one of the players is accounted for. It's a 2-on-2 situation. They smoke, or rather, Sotvik smokes off short, and then plants the bomb for that long position. So they thought about what they wanted to do in this situation. It's a tough one here for Flit and Z-Power when it's planted for long. You have a player on the side still you need to be careful about, and you have a player in that long position. This time around, forZe on a bit of a min buy, just upgraded pistols, and Espada pretty good read on this. Quick aggression over towards the B-bomb side. No one's home. Bomb gets planted. No problem at all. Dexter, nice little double. Finnegan finds the final for the round. Clean round here for Espada. Exactly the start that they were hoping for. Quick 3-0. Furthermore, fairly clean rounds for them. Okay, last round, 2 players survived, but this one, a clean round, right? And they already have like a good amount of money in the bank.
Yeah, especially like with Dexter here, just getting himself a couple quick kills on the max 10. I mean, they're both low, it's anti-eco. It's not exactly like high value kills, but it's a little bit of a confidence boost. Obviously, we mentioned at the start how Dexter usually does pretty well on Dust2, and he was a little bit absent on Inferno. So anything just to give him a bit of momentum going early on here is surely going to be a good thing for the Espada side. Maybe not so good for forZe.
This time around, we do have Almesa with the AUG, something that we've seen time and time again. AUG over on the bomb side, but it doesn't work out for him at all. Flip finds one, gets a second as well. Big kills here for Flip. Looking for a little bit more, but bomb will eventually get planted. We've got the SMGs in play for Finnegan. He actually trades it up to an AK shot. It does the same. It's a 4-on-3 situation. B bomb side is not easy to retake. This is interesting here from forZe. 3 players towards upper tunnel for the potential retake. Sutphic finds the first, quickly traded out. He gets traded out himself. Jerry takes care of Dexter. It's now going to be all on Finnegan, sitting inside the smoke. Trying to find an angle, missing his target just barely. Another smoke coming through. Tries to peek out. The bomb is ticking very low. They don't have the time for it. He's won the round.
Well played. Well played. I mean, I thought it was over when that smoke went down towards the door. He was locked out of the site, but somehow keeps him off the bomb. I'm not sure. Were they missing a kit? Doesn't look like they had a kit, so I think that's part of the reason. But he stays alive, keeps them a little bit busy, and it's enough to hold them off the bomb and give Espada a 4th and take that first gun round. So potentially 5 on the board here coming through for Espada. I mean, there is a couple of sets saved where forZe they'll buy up around it, but with FaceCrack just on an MP9 and a lot of missing utility for the forZe side. Is that the player close to him that he killed?
Yeah,
with the
that's the player like inside the smoke.
That's unlucky.
Yeah, 4-0. Bit of a... So the problem there for forZe, again, 3 players going towards upper tunnel for the retake, not necessarily the best idea. They actually lose, I believe they lose, I don't remember if it was 1 or 2 kits, but they definitely lose a kit in tunnels. And that allowed the round to go in favor of Espada because they didn't manage to pick up that kit in upper tunnels. And it was too far away for them to double back and pick it up at Power missing opportunity up on short. Meantime, Espada setting up for what seems to be a mid-to-B hit. And indeed it is. Flip. Flashbang coming through. Find one. That's all he gets though. Almesa catching one of his own. It's 2-on-3 situation here. And Dima, Dexter shuts down more. That means it's now going to be all on Power. Will find one of his own. He's gonna try for a little bit more here. I'm not entirely sure about that.
Yeah, I mean, he catches the first trying to chase him through CT, but with the AWP, it's not really going to be a feasible round. And I think he's aware of that. He's just trying to look for exits, trying to shift his position, and try and catch maybe Espada off guard as they try and save. But they're actually going to be pushing towards CT, and with him on the cross, he might be able to get a kill. He does catch one, and keeping himself alive, he'll be able to back away towards the catwalk.
Yeah, so not too bad here from Power. I was a little bit confused as to why he started chasing down towards CT after finding that kill, because it's still a 1-on-2 situation. It's still the B bomb site. The only one who can really do that is Simple, and he just throws his AWP away for some weird reason. But Power won't be doing that for good reasons. It's not a play you want to do. It's a stupid play, so thank God he doesn't do it. But it's still kind of weird that he chases down towards CT, managed to catch 2 of the 3 remaining players and deal a good amount of economic damage towards the opposition here. Great moves from Espada once again, and Flit should have probably had a little bit more in that mid situation where he pushed the smoke. Obviously,
Maybe.
a little bit unlucky. Or I think actually 2 of the players were back turned for that flashbang, which ended up costing him his life, basically.
Yeah, Almas is was sold towards that B site, so they had to do something towards mid. They had to give Almas a bit of support. In the end, it's sort of even trades, but that's a nice shot. That was a quick flick, and he's going to double it up onto Flit as well. Nice opening for Espada as the sure to find 6 now. That is a 5-on-3, and the B bomb site is going to be the fortress for Espada. But Z-Power has at least found the lurk of Patsy towards long. Little consolation for forZe, though, as the bomb will now start ticking its way down, and forZe know their fate is sealed in this round. There's little they can do here, really, is there?
Yeah, they're making the right decision. I'm not entirely sure about, like, they're pushing out pretty far. We actually see face crack all the way up towards top of middle. Z-Power finds another one here on D-map. So I like what I was trying to say is I like what they're doing, not going for it, but the positioning from face crack is a little bit intense. They should try their absolute greatest to hold on to this AWP and help that player hold on to the AWP. I guess they have a lot of confidence in Z-Power here to hold on to the AWP on his own lonesome, and he managed to do so. They managed to find a secondary AWP right at the end there as well.
Nice. So, I mean, yeah, they're not finding rounds here. They keep giving themselves chances with these saved weapons. Obviously, Z-Power carrying the AWP into the previous round. They'll now carry 2 alongside 2 M4s into this round. And, I mean, Z-Power could drop an M4 to face crack here. And that is a very nice buy to have. That'll be full weaponry, plenty of utility, and a chance to try and fight back against the Espada, who are currently running away with this first half. I mean, not really much forZe have done as of yet. They've found a lot of exit kills, but not much more than that.
The problem here is something that we see quite often, especially on a map like Dust2. It's a common problem on every single map. Everything is a little bit cheaper on the T side. So if you lose the first couple of rounds, if you lose the first gun round, especially, it can be incredibly tough for you to work on that economy. What has gone in the favor of forZe, at least a little bit, is that they've managed to keep the economy somewhat in check with some of these better players, while holding on to some of their own weapons. Jerry, Facecrack, Almazer, finding frags out towards long. Espada decides to go for something rather quick on long, and it doesn't work out for them at all.
Finnegan was having a little dance with the flames out towards long there. Everywhere he seemed to go, there was more flames at his feet, and I mean, he does make it out of them, but gets into the crossfire, and will get dropped with Dexter. He's been able to find one on the AWP from mid. That leaves Flit in a difficult position towards this B-bomb site. He might have to take the fight out the window instead. We'll be able to find a flick onto stop click and finishes things off as well on to Dexter. Nice work from Flit there. Some cheeky little AWP shots.
That's how you do it. If you're left alone in a troublesome spot, you just swing that big green stick left, right, and center, and it works out just fine. Flit, beautiful double kill to finish off the round there. Had he gone down, that would have actually given Espada a decent opportunity to at least get the bomb plant and give themselves a bit of extra money to work with. But as I pointed out, forZe, even though it's been 6 rounds in a row for Espada, forZe, they still have enough money to reinvest on the players who lost their life in that previous round. Furthermore, now Espada are down to a last draw in terms of their economy here.
That's a rough opening fight for Jerry. He's been taken down. Leaves Stopfit with just 3 points of health, but unfortunately that isn't enough. That isn't enough damage. You need an extra, you know, like just a cheeky 3 points of damage done there, but you can't find it. And unfortunately, the opening frag out there. Trying to find shots through the smoke here towards B tunnel. They're a little bit desperate, but Z-Power has been able to do things up and has pushed towards this B site. He looks away from a flashbang. Almazer immediately taken down, but Flit and Z-Power, these AWPs are just finding everything, Jeet. There's no counter for Espada here as they just pick up kill after kill. I almost thought Flip was going to get it there on the players crossing as a smoke plume, but he will be able to get the bomb down. And now we can try and lock down this B bomb site as Dexter will quell one of the threats towards the tunnels. He now rejoins his teammate on the site, but Z-Power's going to be coming in from the same angle, but with Flip falling as well. Well, Z-Power has to do something special. Espada surely to find 7 as the bomb is ticking down. Z-Power, he's Cyclops mode, trying to push forward. They're not going to have heard him scoping. He's been scoped all the way in, and I think he realizes at this point there's just no option here. He's just going to try and hold this position, maybe find a kill. Will connect onto Finnegan, but will be more than capable of saving towards the back of that site.
I like C-Power's train of thought, because okay, so he knows that he's not going to be able to find both of the kills. We see the odds actually still favoring forZe here quite heavily, even though they're this far behind. That's pretty incredible, honestly. But what I was trying to say is, C-Power, he realizes, okay, Dexter is still on the side somewhere. He's probably saving at the car position in that corner, and he goes for a couple of wall bangs to try and deal a little bit of damage. It's actually possible. I don't remember how much damage you deal, but yeah, it's actually possible, but I don't remember exactly how much damage you deal. I don't think it's enough to take him down. I think you need to hit him like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've not been doing enough Overwatch cases on CSGO. You know, all those people running around the water signing for the wallbang spots. God. Look at the amount of damage Espada have taken already in this round. I mean, Sophic down to 4, Dima down to 22, and Patsy's already dead. There was the ult for Z-Power in towards mid that found... Or sorry, out towards long, I think, that found the opening kill. And potentially a bit of damage in mid as well, I think. I think it was Z-Power, the AWP in mid, that found the damage, and I think he found the opening shot towards long as well. It's been all around the map already.
Flips. Almazer, yes! 3, almost before. Deals the damage. Obviously, the import needs a bit of damage elsewhere. Ooh.
Oh no.
Good on Finnegan. Get off the bomb to find that headshot. He's so low on HP. Not a whole lot left for him to do. We unfortunately get to see the replay before the round ends. Finnegan, eventually he gets shot down. As I said, not a whole lot left for him to do with so little HP in a 1-on-2 situation. And he doesn't manage to deal any damage towards any of the remaining players. forZe managed to bring it back. Find their second round on the board. Almazer, big in that play.
Yeah.
He was just hiding on the back of side for so long, waiting for the right time to pounce.
He was baiting him beautifully as well. His teammate dies on the site. They've been playing 1B for much of the game. So Espada to get that opening kill, they then start setting up their utility to try and hold forZe out of the site. But little do they know, Ours is having a little bit of a sneak towards the back of site there. Gets himself a triple and the dink onto, I think it was Finnegan at the end there as well. And doesn't leave any doubt for forZe claiming the round. But Espada, I mean, you've mentioned that their economy hasn't been all too strong from these rounds. forZe finding a lot of exit kills in the rounds they lose and split. That's a lot of damage to stop fix. The AWP tag. This one just 26. And with just these pistols, Dexter on a scout, it should be forZe are able to find a third before Espada rebuy themselves into the next round.
I pointed it out already a couple of rounds ago, but it's really impressive here for forZe that they've managed to keep their own economy in check and their opponent's economy in check in such a way that it only took them 2 rounds, and then their opponents are very limited in... Ooh, nice shot from Dexter. Then their opponents are very limited in their economy. And they're still working on their own here, forZe. They still have like a decent amount of money in the bank. Not a massive amount, but they got some money left over on the majority of the players here. El Mesa is still sitting on 2,000 after reinvesting a bit of his utility and such.
Yeah, but Espada will be coming into this next round with the full buy themselves. Demons only on a Galil. But they have the 3 AK Dexter on an AWP who's 14 and 6. And I said before, Dexter, you know.
It's a good match for him,
Dust2.
indeed.
Yeah. And he's certainly lighting up the scoreboard so far. We'll see if this continues though as forZe start to gain a bit of momentum. Damage.
Oh. I thought he was hitting that shot. I think he's sitting on the opposite side of, like, in lower dark there, right at like, the corner. Yeah. Otherwise, that would have probably been a hit, and he would have been dead.
He'll probably never realize how lucky he actually was.
True. Oh, when he sees the replay, he'll see it.
The intel moment of brilliance replay.
True. Dexter, you said it. He needed to step up here on this map. He's already done that, and it doesn't seem like he's quite done yet. He's low on HP, but he finds the double opener. El Mesa needs to come up big over towards the B-bomb. Now, no, but he finds one, gets the second. Can't get the third, but in the meantime, Dexter gets taken down out towards middle by FaZe. Oh, quick scope to finish off the round. This is not Call of Duty. Calm down, buddy.
That's going in his next montage.
Oh, yes. That's a nice shot.
Certainly, and I mean, it secures a 4th for forZe. And puts Espada back onto pistols. So, I mean, forZe is gaining a bit of momentum now. They'll keep on rolling, and hopefully they can find the 5th there. It'd be pretty poor if they lost this round against unarmored Glocks P250s. It'd have to be special. I mean, it'd have to be something very special and something going catastrophically wrong for forZe to really give up this one. But, you know, anything can happen. It is CSGO in the end.
Should be clean round, or at least mostly a clean round here for forZe. Seems like it's going to be exactly that. The two-man ace, Jerry and Flit shutting down any aggression towards the mid position. Now we can finally see the I guess the, what is it, the fruit of their effort. So bad at those things, like, so bad. Well, I think that's close enough. Either way, we finally see the economy starting to build up pretty well here for the forZe side. And again, they've managed to keep the economy in check over on the Espada side of it. FaZe fully blinded, gets down towards the pit position. Oh, player pushing out. Dima actually finds a kill. FaZe takes him down. Finnegan with double. Quick headshot coming through.
Yikes, it looked like forZe were in a sick position there. Like, FaZe in the pit, he's not able to find the first kill quick enough to save his teammate, and then it all sort of falls apart. He's only able to secure one, and forZe on the back foot. So sure he finds another head, gets a dink, but he will find the kill nonetheless. That AK will one-shot to the head, and that leaves Z-Power all on his lonesome. A 1 versus 4. This is probably going to be a bridge too far, as Dexter has spotted him out, misses the initial chance, but on the second time of asking, he will answer the call, and it will be 8 on the board for Espada. They bounce back, guns in their hands, and they've secured themselves the lead for half-time.
Very important for them to find that round as well. If that round, as many of the others went in the favor of forZe, it would have been tough here for Espada. It's been, so it was out of the last 6 rounds, one of them has gone in the favor of Espada, and that's the one we just saw. That's a lie. Out of the last, is that true?
5 rounds.
I'm so confused.
out of the last
You're right.
5, one has been forZe.
You're
Sorry, one has been Espada. It's all going wrong. I'll tell you what is going wrong as well. forZe is going wrong for them. As they got themselves an opening kill, but Finnegan able to catch 2 players in mid. One of them trying to scurry himself out of danger, but it ends up just lining them both up for a spray down for Finnegan, as he leaves himself with 15 HP. And 2 kills to his name. It's surely a 9th here for Espada. It's only Jerry and FaceCrack who remain. Patsy has a player right above him. Planted Dexter. A quick shot on towards FaceCrack. Watches him crouch into the edge of his vision. And then it's just Jerry. All on his lonesome. The world against him, and not much time on this bomb clock. I don't think he's going to be really trying to attempt this one. I doubt it, but Jerry, he won't get one at least. Trying to get some exit frags here. And actually, he's going to push him. Doesn't expect another player close. If he gets this, oh no. He's just trying to bring as many players back as he can. And I mean, well, doesn't really matter in the end, that 1 kill.
Yeah, the problem there for Jerry is he's caught in no man's land. He's caught in a weird situation where he can't back off at all. He's forced to just stick around, and then he tries for a bit of a play towards the end there. If there was only 1 player on the bomb side and the others were hunting towards A or something, that would have been brilliant from Jerry. Fortunately for him, it didn't quite work out. What is working out here is Espada with their snipers. Snipers down middle on the T side. This is one of the reasons why I'm not a massive fan of Dust2. Might as well push it out there right now.
Oh, you know, an auto a day keeps the doctor away. That's what I always say.
I'll gladly bring the doctor into my home if I don't have to be up against the auto snipers on a map like Dust2.
Well, when used initially, Dexter is actually going to be wielding his, but it's Alberta who finds a kill towards the upper tunnels there. Does deal with Dima. That only brings things into a 4-on-4, and look at the damage that has been done towards the forZe side. I mean, 3 players below half HP. There goes Flit. Z-Power watches his brethren peeking towards the doors and promptly ragdoll to the floor. Tries to answer back, but Sotfik secures himself another in the round, and that leaves it just up towards Almanza and FaceCrack and AK and a FAMAS to try and hold back these last 4 Espada plays in the last round of the half. 35 seconds on the clock. Espada will be pushing the way in towards B, and I don't really see much opportunity for forZe as much as it may be hard to believe. I feel like Espada probably going to find 10. Especially with Sotfik in CT spawn.
They definitely should. Sotfik does go down, though. We gotta keep in mind, it is the final round of the first half, so there's no saving. Almacer and FaceCrack, they have to go for it. They're trying to push through. FaceCrack gets taken down, and Almacer soon to follow. That will do it. Espada, they bring it out 10-5 for the first half. We'll head to a short break. We'll see you guys soon.
I've been working part-time jobs, chasing all my dreams now lately. No matter if I try too hard, nothing's ever enough, baby. No, I don't care too much. I don't care too much. As long as I can keep you by my side, I don't care too much. We got time, no rush. In your eyes, I always see there is something meant for me. In your eyes, I always feel.
Welcome back, everyone. Second half commencing. Espada, they managed to bring it out in the first half in full force. Very strong start for them initially, and they managed to keep it up. Also, did try to bring it back towards the middle of that first half, but Espada coming out on top towards the end of it as well. 10-5 for the first half. We expected Espada to be strong on this map, and they showed that for the first half. Let's see if they can keep it up. Looking pretty good thus far in the pistol here. Oh my god, Dexter.
That is not reasonable. Eventually, Jerry will finish him off. But it leaves it just up towards Jerry, all on his lonesome. I need 4 players to find. Good luck to him. The bomb CT control. 250 in a dream. But it will remain that, a dream. There's Espada. They find 11 and they'll just stretch out their lead a little bit further going into the second half.
So we saw the odds there in the midst of the action in that pistol round. Real quick, we saw that forZe actually still slightly leading on the odds, somehow. That being said, like, it kind of makes sense, because again, forZe... Yeah, exactly. First of all, they're a map ahead. Second of all, this is typically considered a slightly T-sided map. It's more or less 50-50, but forZe are definitely a T-sided team. So it makes sense for them to still be in contention for this. Oh my god.
Well, this is just absolute slaughter.
Yeah.
That's an 8.
There you have it. That will do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's against the eco, but you know, it's
just shut it down already.
All 500 damage done by Patsy. I mean, fully blind, his sprays down too. USB to finish things off, and well, no chance for forZe there. No entry. This site is closed.
Patsy was actually doing fantastic on the first map, and he was continuing that on this one as well. He had 1.26 rating on that first map. That round is definitely going to help him with his rating on this one as well. Oh, Patsy tries to get a little bit aggressive this time around. He gets shut down by FaceCrack, peeking out at the right time. That leaves it in a 5-on-3, favoring forZe this time.
Two MP9s, an AWP for Dexter. We'll see if it's going to be enough for Espada here. 3v5, I don't think they're really going to attempt this one. I mean, Dexter's just trying to find anything lucky through the smoke, just to at least have a bit of impact in the round. But for forZe, they'll get the bomb planted on that A site. Espada will go for the save towards B. Keep hold of these MP9s, keep hold of the AWP more importantly, and allow forZe to start closing in again. 12-5, about to be 12-6.
Yeah, good on forZe. They managed to hold off against further aggression out towards that long position from Patsy and Dima. Salmesa and FaceCrack shutting it down early, and then taking more or less full control from there on out. Flitz going for a bit of a hunt. He knows there's a good potential of more than just SMGs on these players. If he managed to find a kill, that would be fantastic, but he doesn't. Regardless, still got a couple of SMGs in play. And that's not necessarily going to help Espada a whole lot, especially with forZe picking up a clean round. Not losing a single player, that's going to help with their own economy. I still have that AWP in play here for Espada, though, and a bit of extra money left over on Finnegan and Dexter. Speaking of which, Dexter, 21 kills after 18 rounds. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, certainly not half bad, and as forZe try and push in towards this B site, it's initially a brick wall. Finnegan and Jerry... Oh, sorry, Finnegan and Dean. Why I said Jerry. Jerry does find a kill, but it's the wrong team. Espada, they're going to shut this one down. 4 on 2. It's just Flit and Z-Power who remain, and Flit taking a little bit of tick damage from that Molotov. It reveals his position to the player in mid, and that nade, it puts him down to just 3 points of health. As he's trying to find space for himself, using a bit of utility, trying to get himself to some relative sanctity.
Ooh.
He could push in towards the A site here. Nobody's there from Espada. There's a couple of players who have pushed through the long doors, but look at Patsy. He's going to be pushing in towards mid. Z-Power just find the first physical. He can quickly trade it out if Patsy doesn't get it. Patsy will, and that leaves us Flit. A 1 versus 3. I mean, he had 1 point of health for every kill he needed to find. Unfortunately, he doesn't find any and is quickly removed from the server. 13 for Espada.
This is a pretty insane... I was about to say start to this game, but it looks like it might be an insane finish to this game, as Espada, they're taking pretty much full control of this one. 13 rounds on the board. They need 3 more to close it down, send us into that third map. Also, in a world of hurt currently here on Dust2, they have the luxury of being up 1-0. But considering how close that first match was, considering how one-sided this is currently, I'm not going to call Espada out of that third mapper if we get that far. forZe trying to deny that third mapper by potentially bringing it back on this one. It's a long, steep hill ahead of them. Again, they're not out of this map just yet. This is such a good position here from Patsy.
See if anybody comes his way. It looks like there's potential for one. And Sophic and Patsy will both pick up 1 apiece, but it's more about preservation here for these weapons. I mean, it was a 2v5, it's now a 2-on-3. They're actually going to try and fight their way out of this position. There's too many players around them. Flit will secure both and secure forZe a 7th. So, I mean, they find another one in return. They'll trade out rounds here with Espada as the guns are out, but look at the economy for Espada. Dexter and Finnegan have a cash. The rest of the team do not.
Yeah, so that's not necessarily that big of a problem here for Espada, and the reasoning behind that is the amount of rounds that they have on the board. So there's still 6 rounds ahead, and it's still going to be incredibly tough here for forZe to bring this one back. It allows Espada a lot of wiggle room. They have a lot of I guess, maneuverability. They can decide exactly what they want to do in a round like this. Do they want to just go for a straight eco? Do they want to have Dexter drop pistols for the rest of them? Which is more or less what they do, actually. He drops... No, he actually doesn't drop anything. It's Finnegan who drops a P250, right? Yeah. He drops a P250 for Patsy, and that's all they really get out of this round. This is such a good smoke. I love this smoke. The fact that it bounces on the top, it looks so good. Yeah, it's so satisfying in the fly-through. Ooh.
Well.
Ooh.
Okay, I was about to say this is also satisfying for forZe, a quick shutdown, but Dexter and Finnegan, they'll find a few kills between them, and I mean, Espada, damage done, only Jerry and Z-Power are still alive, so they need to be a little bit careful here not to lose too much more forZe. They've darted their way over towards that B site, they're out of the way of Dexter for the time being, who may just decide to save that AK-47 into the next round, because obviously they are going to get a bomb plant through, or sorry, not a bomb plant, they are going to get a full buy through next round. But an AK, just a little bit better than an M4, so he could drop that maybe over to Dima, perhaps. And because he's going to have enough for the AWP, so he can get himself that. And the AK will just be a nice little treat for the Espada side on that CT buy.
Yeah, good decision on Dexter to not go for this one. Again, as you pointed out, the AK is a little bit better than the M4, so it makes sense to hold on to it. If it was an M4 or like a lesser weapon than an AK, let's say like a FAMAS, an SMG, or like even a Galil, something like that, he would have probably tried to deal a bit of extra damage, but great stuff there from Dexter. So, real quick for you guys, he invested 1,000 into the round. He gets 2 kills. That's taking away, what, roughly 5,000 from 2 players, and he picks up an AK, which is 3,200, and a bit of utility. And he actually upgrades his pistol to a deagle as well, so he brings 1,000 into the round. He takes, what, 3.5 out of the round? That's not bad at all. That's really good.
Yeah. Yeah. And a pause coming through here. Hopefully it won't be too long. I think we just had one of the Espada players disconnect.
Yeah. No, one of the
forZe players, actually, my bad. I was looking in the top right and saw the 4v5, but I've been lied to. my whole life has been leading up to this point, and it's all come crashing down.
No, it is. No, you're right.
Lied.
It is one of the Espada players. Jerry is on the left-hand side of the
Jerry
screen right now, which he should be.
Yeah. I wasn't lied to. You lied to me.
That's just what I do. I'm sorry. It's obviously Dexter that we're waiting for. Just waiting for him to get back onto the server. Is it Dexter? No, Dexter is there.
Yes. It is Dexter. No, Dexter is missing.
No, I see him on the screen.
Ah, well, he's there now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I could see
now.
the AK peeking up from his back. That's why I realized he was on the server. It doesn't matter. We're back into it. We got the players back on the server. That's the most important part of it.
Definitely.
Get face crack with a high impact in that round, but Dexter probably a little bit higher if you think about the investment and what. Yeah, exactly. Like how much he actually did in that round and how much of an impact it can have in the future of this this map.
Yeah, you can see like forZe. It's only really Z Power and Split who have much cash. Jerry has a bit himself, but they're gonna need to be careful going forward here. Obviously, they're starting to close things up, but Dexter will open things up for the Espada side. A quick opening frag. There's just a barrage of smokes down in mid. It's like playing with Bangalore here. As this is awkward. Pulls out his nade, but he's gonna be able to draw his gun out in time. Flit doesn't notice him. Shadow. The power there, Patsy maybe shoots off his load a bit prematurely there. It's forZe who's able to keep the frag and bring things into a 2-on-3 as a possibility for forZe. Not a big one, but there is still a possibility that Molotov goes in towards the site. He's going to force Dexter wide as Jerry finds him a kill. Dexter needs to find the shot, but he can't. Jerry is going nuclear with the kills, but eventually will get taken down. That's the bomb drops as well. That leaves forZe in a world of pain. That was a huge frag from Finnegan. forZe's going to have to use up a lot of this time to go forward and collect this bomb, and that puts him in difficult position as he's trying to fight back. And again, just need to land one shot, and he will. He takes a lot of hits, but it's enough to secure Espada a 14.
Oh my. forZe, still slight favorites for this one according to GG.bet. Thank you guys for providing us with live odds for the event. But Espada, they're big favorites here on Dust2 at this point in time. Quick update for you guys on the live win probability. I've been keeping my eye on it. It's currently... Alright, as we went into that round, it was 76% for Espada. Now it's going to be even better.
I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah, they should be able to close it out. It's a map they're pretty strong on, and they have a massive lead. Still a 6-round lead here. The only thing, like... So for forZe to win this run in regulation, they need 8 rounds in a row. I don't see that happening. What we could potentially see is another OT, but for that to happen, they still need to come up massive towards the end of this one, and it's going to be tough, especially with Dexter and Patsy just showing up massively round after round here on Dust2.
forZe, look at their weapons here. Do they have any chance? I mean, Dexter picks up an opening. He's going to get a second while fully blind. How is this reasonable? He's just going to completely shut down forZe and comes in with 3 as well.
Come on, man.
Dear.
What are you supposed
That
to do if you're forZe here? I don't think there's anything they can do. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. That's 15-8 forZe. They had a couple of rounds here on this T side, but it's been Espada basically from the start that have had this one under control. And it's all up towards a few deagles, a Tech 9 for the forZe side, and they're hoping for an early kill. Whether or not they'll pick one up, though, is a different matter because Espada, they're looking on form. Sotfit with this MP9 might be able to cut down some of these players close range. But Dexter, he'll probably soften them up long range, or at least maybe find a kill. You'd hope so, at least. Just be careful, because they are pushing a little bit closer. The aggression towards short from Espada side does work out with one. Dexter's under pressure as he needs to try and hold the line, but he's going to get taken down. Z-Power with the Deagle will be able to finish him off, and that's the AWP going towards his hands as well. It's forZe. He might be able to lock down this A-bomb site now.
Such an important kill there from C-Power. In the meantime, Patsy, he's gotten a couple of kills. He is taking some damage here, but Godfake still answering back. C-Power trying his greatest, but eventually he falls. It's all on Almay, so he doesn't really have the weaponry to do it. And that will indeed do it. But with that, Espada, they managed to shut it down 16-8 on their own map choice.